familiar from her, but shit, I just want all of her love. And all of her love. I just want all love.
This here is fin. On that EP is like super fucking like weird as fuck. Do the blow smoke thing. What are you smoking? Crack.
Broken bars, yeah, they easily concur. Drugs
We smoke because it looks cool.
You're 18. Do whatever you want, but why do you smoke? Okay, honestly, the first time I started smoking was because I was walking down the road with my buddy Calvin, and I picked up a half-smoked cigarette, and I was like, "Hey, what's this?" And I threw up, and because I smoked it.
Pussy.
And then I continued to do it because I'm a dumbass, and so here I am today. I don't typically smoke cigarettes that often. I'm just off a shit ton of crack right now.
That really hits different.
Yeah, no, it hits different when you're on crack. That was a joke. Please don't report my account. I don't smoke crack. Just a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna go show you some I don't know. I've just been making garage band and yeah, that's actually terrible. This is one song I made with Spencer. It's on SoundCloud. It's called Glue by Scruffpuppie featuring Spencer. I'm gonna play it right now. Tell me in the chat, if you fuck with this, cause I don't know, I'm proud of this. That was fuck.
To me like blues and use me as I'm writing these blues, as I'm writing these blues. Into me like glue and use me as I'm writing these blues, as I'm writing these blues.
Yeah, no, this is a Dumb Puppy track. Okay, somebody said, whoever just said male Billie Eilish, disgusting. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Billie Eilish or anything. Billie Eilish is a beautiful human, and she has an insane voice. But please stop calling. I was literally my first visit to California. I was with David and Cass. For those of you who don't know, Minecraft Goth and Your Local Dead Girl. They're my buddies. I love them very much. But I was with them, and we were just walking in downtown LA, and some kid ground and looked at me dead in the eyes. He was like, Dude, you're like the dude version of Billie Eilish. And it was when I had blue hair too, so it made it even worse. Please don't. The reason I take offense to it is because, like, I don't know. For example, Billie Eilish says in her song Zanny, I don't need a Zanny to feel better. That is head ass. Of course you need a Zanny to feel better. Take a Xan and be a man. That's all I'm saying. Not actually. Don't do Xanax. I was heavily addicted to them for a very long time. And especially, like, if you're young, like, if you get, like, because, like, when I started doing them, I was, like, 15. But, like, it just made it, like, so easy. And, like, I was just, like, being given them, like, candy. And I wasn't, like, prescribed anything because, like, my parents never took me to, like, a psychiatrist or anything. So, like, this girl I knew in high school who didn't like taking her anxiety meds would be like, or just, like, walked up to me one day and was like, hey, take this. And I was like, okay, because I'm a dumbass. And my dumbass thought it was a fucking, like, ibuprofen or some shit. And then, like, I asked for, like, another one because it felt pretty good. I was like, oh, whoa, this is fun. And then I took another one, and I fell over in choir class. And then it just went all downhill from there. At that point, I said, fuck school. Because that was, like, around the time, like, my music started, like, making me money. And, like, or, like, I don't know. Like, it wasn't, like, really making me, like, money. It was just, like, you know, a source of revenue. And I was like, you know, like, what? Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna make this a job one day. Yeah, so a little backstory on me. A little backstory on me.
Yeah.
What?
Stop your record, come on.
Okay, give me a second. I'm about to end this live stream. A little backstory.
And you gotta listen to my verse. This shit is fucking insane.
Okay, get out real quick. I'm just gonna finish this up. Okay, so a little backstory on me. I was like always like really bad in high school. Like, I don't know. I did pretty good in middle school, and then like high school came around, and like it was like my freshman year, and I was like moving around a lot because my dad's job was like just like taking us to like random fucking places. So like I lived in like Georgia, then I lived in Texas first for 13 years. I was born and raised there. And then I, like, left after 13 years of being there. And then we lived in Georgia for about a year. My dad got another job, and we moved to Utah. And then Utah, like, his job there in Utah moved us to Appleton, Wisconsin, which is where I am now. Or, well, you know, not right at this instant, but, like, I'm living here in Wisconsin. Like since I moved so much, like my transcripts like always like got like fucked up when I would transfer schools, because I would like switch so frequently from like online school to like charter school to public school to private school, like you name it, and fucking like all the curriculums were like completely different, and like by the time I reached like my sophomore year. 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 I reached like my sophomore year.